What's good, Vikings Nation? Skol, baby. The 2025 NFL Draft is in full swing, and our Minnesota Vikings are making waves in Green Bay. Day 2 just wrapped, and the purple and gold are shaking things up with a bold move that's got us all buzzing. Are you ready to dive into the latest Vikings news and see how our roster is shaping up for the future? Let's talk about that game-changing pick and what's coming next. Picture this. It's late Friday night, the draft board is shrinking, and Vikings GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah is on the clock. After snagging Ohio State's beastly guard Donovan Jackson in round 1, the pressure's on to keep building around our franchise QB, J.J. McCarthy. The Vikings just pulled off a slick trade, sliding from number 97 to number 102, and grabbed a wide receiver who could be the next big thing. Who is it? Oh, you're gonna love this. Stick with me as we break down this electric pick, unpack the strategy behind it, and preview what Day 3 has in store. From potential defensive line monsters to versatile playmakers, we're covering it all. Drop a skol in the comments if you're hyped for this draft, and let's get into it. The Vikings didn't just sit back on Day 2. They made a statement. With pick number 102, acquired from the Houston Texans, Minnesota selected Maryland's Tai Felton, a wide receiver with serious upside. This guy's a 6'2" speedster who lit up college defenses, racking up over 1,000 yards in his final season. He's got the hands, the routes, and the heart to make an impact in Kevin O'Connell's offense. But here's the kicker. Felton's not your typical outside receiver. Scouts say his wiry frame and quick-twitch moves make him a perfect fit for the slot, where he can exploit mismatches and create separation. Pair him with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, and suddenly J.J. McCarthy's got a trio that could terrorize defenses. Can you imagine the highlight reels we're about to see at US Bank Stadium? Now, let's talk strategy. The Vikings gave up a third-round pick to slide down 5 spots and still landed Felton, a guy some mocks had going in the late second round. That's vintage Kwesi, playing the board like a chess master. What do you think of this pick? Is Felton the missing piece for our passing game? Hit the comments and let me know. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The Vikings entered this draft with just 4 picks, the fewest in the NFL, but they're making everyone count. After bolstering the offensive line with Donovan Jackson and now adding Felton, it's clear O'Connell and Adofo-Mensah are all in on giving McCarthy the tools to succeed. This isn't just about 2025, it's about building a dynasty. But don't sleep on the defense. Brian Flores' unit is already stacked with playmakers like Dallas Turner and Harrison Phillips, but Day 3 could bring more depth. With 2 picks left, numbers 139 and 142, Minnesota's got options to address the defensive line, secondary, or even tight end. Who's on your wish list for these spots, Vikings fans? The suspense is killing me. Will the Vikings stick and pick or pull off another trade to climb the board? Kwesi's shown he's not afraid to wheel and deal, and with a roster this close to contention, every move matters. Let's keep our eyes peeled for what's next. Day 3 is going to be wild. Speaking of Day 3, let's talk about a potential target, Georgia's Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins. This edge/defensive tackle hybrid is a Brian Flores dream, versatile, disruptive, and hungry. He didn't light up the stat sheet in college with just 37 tackles and 4 sacks, but his film shows a guy who can play anywhere on the line. Could he be the next gem in Minnesota's defensive front? Now, here's the catch. The Vikings already have a crowded D-tackle room with guys like Harrison Phillips and Levi Drake Rodriguez. Drafting Ingram-Dawkins might mean cutting a fan favorite or reshaping the depth chart. It's a tough call, but Flores loves players who can adapt, and Ingram-Dawkins' flexibility could make him a steal in the 5th round. What's your take, Skol Squad? Do we need another defensive lineman, or should we focus elsewhere? I'm torn, so drop your thoughts below. And don't forget, Day 3 is where legends are found. Remember when we got Kyrie Jackson last year? Let's see if Kwesi can strike gold again. Let's switch gears to the secondary. UTSA's Za Frazier is a name to watch on Day 3. This 6'2" cornerback has the size and speed to lock down receivers, and his ball tracking skills are elite. He reminds me of Kyrie Jackson, another tall, rangy DB we snagged in 2024. Could Frazier be the next shutdown corner for Flores defense? The question is, do we need him? With young studs like Mekhi Blackmon and Dwight McGlothern already in the mix, the Vikings might not prioritize a cornerback. But Frazier's rare physical tools could tempt Adofo-Mensah to add depth, especially with injuries always lurking in the NFL. How far will Frazier fall, and will he be there at 139 or 142? This is where you come in, Vikings Nation. Should we double down on the secondary or look elsewhere? I'm curious to hear your draft board. Comment below, and let's debate who's the best fit for our squad. Skol forever. Now let's get a little spicy. SMU's Brashard Smith is a running back who's anything but ordinary. This dude played receiver for 3 years, returned kicks, and still ran for over 1,300 yards in college. He's a Swiss Army knife, and Kevin O'Connell loves versatile weapons. Could Smith be the spark our offense needs? Here's the deal. We don't need a running back after grabbing Jordan Mason from the 49ers. But Smith's ability to line up in the slot, split out wide, or take handoffs makes him a nightmare for defenses. Imagine him and Aaron Jones in the backfield together. Good luck stopping that. What do you think, fam? Is Smith worth a day 3 pick? Or are we set at RB? I'm dreaming of the trick plays O'Connell could draw up with this guy. Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the Skol vibes going. Another day 3 name to watch is Texas Tech's Taj Brooks. This 5'10", 220-pound bruiser ran for over 1,500 yards in back-to-back seasons, earning the nickname Hammerhead. With Ty Chandler's contract winding down and questions about his consistency, Brooks could be a long-term answer at RB. Is he the power back we've been missing? Brooks isn't just a one-dimensional runner. He's got soft hands out of the backfield and can grind out tough yards between the tackles. Represented by a Minneapolis-based agency, he's got local ties that could make him a fan favorite. But do we pull the trigger with only 2 picks left? Vikings Nation, I need your input. Brooks or Smith or neither. Let's talk about who's the better fit for our backfield. Drop a comment and tell me who you're rooting for on day 3. Skol. Let's make some noise. Let's pivot to tight end, where Pittsburgh's Gavin Bartholomew could fill a gap. With Johnny Moot now in Jacksonville, the Vikings need a number 3 TE behind TJ Hawkinson and Josh Oliver, both of whom have battled injuries. Bartholomew's a former team captain who shines on special teams and tracks the ball like a pro. This guy's not just a depth piece. He's got the grit and leadership to fit right into Minnesota's culture, and his special teams experience could earn him snaps right away. But with only 2 picks, is tight end a priority over, say, a cornerback or defensive lineman? That's the million-dollar question. What's your call, Skol fans? Should we grab Bartholomew to shore up the TE room or focus on defense? I'm dying to hear your takes, so hit the comments and let's break it down. Day 3's coming fast, and we're not slowing down. Another tight end option is Georgia's Benjamin Urosek. He visited Minnesota during the draft process, so the Vikings clearly like him. Urosek's a reliable blocker and pass catcher who might not have Bartholomew's ceiling but fits perfectly in our balanced TE room. Coming from a winning program, he's ready for the NFL grind. Urosek's not the flashiest pick, but he's the kind of player who does the dirty work and earns O'Connell's trust. With Hawkinson's injury history, having a dependable backup is huge. Could Urosek be the guy to keep our offense humming if disaster strikes? Vikings Nation, let's settle this. Bartholomew or Urosek? Or should we skip tight end altogether? Drop your picks in the comments, and let's see who's got the best eye for talent. Skol. Baby, we're almost at the finish line. Let's wrap up with a dark horse. California's Craig Woodson, a safety who could add depth to our secondary. Harrison Smith and Theo Jackson are holding down the deep half, with Josh Metellus roaming as a hybrid. But Woodson's rock-solid play at Cal makes him intriguing. His coach, Justin Wilcox, vouched for him, and that carries weight with the Vikings staff. Woodson's not an athletic freak, but he's a smart, instinctive player who rarely gets caught out of position. With Smith getting older, grooming a young safety makes sense. But with only 2 picks, can we afford to invest in a position that's already solid? What's the move, Skol Squad? Is Woodson worth a flyer, or should we go all in on a different need? I'm pumped to see how this draft ends. Hit the comments and share your final predictions. Let's ride this draft wave together. Vikings Nation, what a ride! The 2025 NFL Draft is delivering, and our Vikings are building something special. From Tai Felton's electric potential to the Day 3 targets who could shape our future, this roster is coming together. I'm fired up for what's next. How about you? Drop a skull in the comments and tell me your favorite pick so far. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a Vikings news update. Share this video with your fellow fans, and let's keep the purple pride alive. Who's your Day 3 must-have? Comment below, and let's keep the conversation going. Skol Vikings! Let's keep pushing for that Super Bowl. See you in the next video, and as always, stay loud, stay proud, and keep bleeding purple. Peace out.